All right, guys, this is your tutorial on how to do the T10 volume of cylinders. Just make sure you have a piece of paper and pencil handy and a calculator, because you will need that for each of these activities. If you don't, pause the video and go grab those and come back. All right, so let's go ahead and work on solving these, and we'll try a couple different levels. So the first thing that you're going to have to do is, and you can put this into the calculator, but I'm just going to show you what you're supposed to be multiplying. All right, so we're going to use each of these numbers. And if you'll notice that this 2 feet only goes halfway across, well, we still have to account for the other 2 feet as well. So we're actually going to put that in there twice. So it's going to be 3.14 times 2 times 2 times 7. When you multiply each one of those numbers, then you'll get your final answer, which is 87.92. And the directions ask you to round it to the nearest hundredths place. That's already in the hundredths place, so we're just going to leave it 87.92 and submit. All right, so those the first part's fairly simple. So I'm going to jump a level. This is the same thing again. So we're just gonna, I'll write down what you're gonna be multiplying. 3.14 times 14 times 14 times 7. Put those in your calculator. And that number is going to be 4,000. 308.08. And again, it wanted it rounded to the nearest hundredth. It's already in the hundredths, so that's all we have to do for that one. All right, this one's going to be a little bit different because if you will notice, across the top, our 12 feet goes all the way across. We have to be careful with this one. And when you think about this, if we were to cut that in half and stop in the middle, then it would be 6. So then I can set my problem up like we have been. 3.14 times 6 times 6 times 17. So we're going to divide that number by 2, but then you're going to multiply both of those numbers in there. So 3.14 times 6 times 6 times 17. And that gives you 1,921.68. All right, I'm going to jump to the highest level, because for these you're going to have to work a little bit differently. So now we have to figure out, this is where you're going to have to write some stuff down. Now we have to figure out what our radius is. So we know that the pi is 3.14, and that's what they've asked us to use. And we also have our 9 millimeters, so we can go ahead and multiply those out. So 3.14 times 9 gives me 28.26. Now I'm going to take this number and I'm going to divide it into this number. So 5,538.96 divided by 28.26 equals, so put that in your calculator, 5538.96 divided by 28.26 gives me the number 196. But I'm not finished, because I have to figure out, that's giving me the number if I were to go all the way across. I need to find out what that number is squared. So in your calculator, or if you already know, then you're just going to type that in and put in your 196, and then you're going to find the square root of that, which you should already know because that was one of the ones we did at the beginning of the year. So your final answer should be 14. All right, I'm going to jump to the challenge level. We're going to do one more. All right, this time we have to find out what the height is. So you're going to take your numbers. We're still using our same formula. This never changes. So we're going to still use our 3.14, our radius, which is 14. And if I were to double that, times 14. And we need to figure out what that equals. So put that in your calculator. 3.14 times 14 times 14 gives you 615.44. And then you're going to divide that number into this number. So 9,847.04 divided by 615.44. 9847.04 divided by 615.44 gives me the number 16. And because we're just looking for the height, we're not going to do any squaring on this one. We don't have to find the square root, so your answer should just be 16. All right, guys, that's how you work out T10.